Snuggle puppy, yay! Good boy, Bucky.
Good boy, Bucky.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy, Bucky.
Yeah. Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a deadly duo in love that loves reacting to some death battle.
Yes, we do.
So this is Dragonzord versus Mechagodzilla. Power Rangers and Godzilla is two franchises I don't really know much about. So this will be interesting.
Yeah.
If you want all of our death battle reactions, check out the description of this video for a playlist. The way we do this is we're going to watch the first part of it, and then afterwards, after we get all their abilities and whatnot, we're going to bet on who we think's going to win. And then we'll see the battle. And at the end of this year, around Thanksgiving, whoever's got the most points or the most money, they get to choose a cosplay outfit for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yeah, they do.
Bethany is the repeat champion, first repeat champion on the channel, and but I'm winning right now. So
He is.
So yeah, I'm just try to put a stop to that.
Whether they are benevolent deities or harbingers of doom, dragons are freaking awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, especially the robot kind, like the Dragonzord, piloted by the Green Power Ranger.
And Kiru, the dangerous and mysterious Mechagodzilla.
He's Wiz and
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
Boomstick.
classic.
And
Godzilla.
it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Mechagodzilla.
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
After being stuck in a garbage can for 10,000 years, the evil Rita Repulsa was understandably pretty
Rita
pissed.
Repulsa?
So she decided to destroy the world. Hey, I'd be mad too, but that's a hell of a hot take.
So Earth's guardian, Zordon, put a plan into motion. 5 heroic
Power
teenagers
Rangers.
would defend the planet with their Dinozords. They were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
You'd think a bunch of kids in spandex would have a tough time fighting an ancient witch, but they got used to taking out her weekly monsters pretty quick. Like a normal 9 to 5, just with giant robots.
But Rita had a plan. If her creatures could not defeat the heroes, she would create her own ranger.
The Green Ranger, along with his robo-reptile, the Dragonzord.
The longest tenured Ranger, right? Wasn't it the Green Ranger? That actor?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he came back and stuff too, right?
At 90 meters tall and nearly 200 tons, the Dragonzord proved a match for the other rangers, even their Megazord.
Dragonzord's got a heavy-duty arsenal, like finger missiles. It's like flicking the gunk from under your nails at people, but it explodes.
Why do you have gunk under your fingers?
To flick at people. Duh. That fin isn't just a cool headpiece, it shoots energy waves. And if
Ooh, a second.
D-Zord feels like stomping around, watch out for literally shocking earthquakes.
Despite such long-range weaponry, the Dragonzord seems best suited to fighting up close with its strong grappling arms and highly flexible drill tail. This drill is so impressive, it cut through a cocoon prison even the supposedly superior Megazord couldn't escape.
Yeah, that thing's 5 Zords in one. Guess teamwork doesn't always make the dream work.
The Dragonzord's pilot has even bested the other Rangers in combat on his own. Luckily, they helped him break free from Rita's control, and he eagerly joined their fight against the forces of
Yeah.
evil. This is Tommy Oliver.
Tommy wasn't just some rando off the street. This guy is an expert martial artist and super dedicated to ranger work. So much so, he kept wearing the tights for years and even mentored other teams. He summons and controls the Dragonzord with the Dragon Dagger by playing it like a flute. Wait, are all knives secretly flutes?
They've
Don't do it.
Not been flutes.
Oh my god, really? Wait a minute, why didn't this come up in poultry science class?
Chickens don't like music?
How stupid do you think I am? Chickens love music! Ah! God, this is what they mean by a sharp note!
As the Green Ranger, Tommy draws power from a universe-spanning energy called the Morphin Grid.
His grid connection powers the Dragonzord too. He's a superhero and a battery.
Though like most other Zords, enough damage can disrupt the Dragonzord's connection to the Morphin Grid and take it down for good.
But good luck trying. The Dragonzord is super strong. It made short work of Rita's monsters and even beat the Megazord, which has an average power output of 50,000 megavolts. That's the same kind of power as a nuclear warhead.
The Megazord was strong enough to punch a 10,000-ton monster about 40 meters off the ground, a punch worth 90 million newtons of force.
The Big D can even fly past escape velocity and reach the moon. That's over 30 times the speed of sound.
The Dragonzord is also extremely durable, possibly more so than any other individual Zord of its generation. The Megazord once threw it into this mountain, which shattered. By comparing the known size of Dragonzord's foot to said mountain and applying the energy necessary for violent fragmentation against rock, we determined the destructive force to be worth more than 350 tons of TNT.
Damn! The big dragon held its own against the upgraded Thunder Megazord, and even one-shot the White Tiger Zord,
Tanked
which
White
was
Tigers
supposed
with
to be its
Thunderbolts?
better in every way.
While it's unlikely the Dragonzord could actually defeat the Thunder Megazord on its own, it certainly stands a chance with its ultimate form.
That's right, it's got a semi-Megazord mode of its own. While each Power Ranger has their own Zord, there's been a few times when a Ranger has called on other Zords, not to pilot directly, just to combine with theirs.
And so, Tommy can summon the Mastodon, Triceratops, and Saber-Tooth Tiger Zords to form
Sweet.
Dragonzord Fighting Mode. Or Battle Mode. Or Dragon Megazord. He never really settled on a name.
Well, it's mighty powerful and turns its tail into a drill spear that kills basically everything in one shot. Seriously, it never lost a battle against anything Rita threw at it. So, why don't they always use that?
Yeah.
Rita's magic is devastating enough to obliterate an entire floating island.
Sadly, Tommy would lose his
How big
control
was that
of the Dragonzord when he lost his powers to his one weakness. A magic candle! Oh no! Look out for slowly dripping wax!
But powers or no powers, Tommy kept fighting the good fight, eventually regaining his original Morphin abilities with the Master Morpher. Perhaps one day, the Dragonzord will rise again. Dragonzord! The year was 1954, less than a decade after Japan was bombarded with the first atomic weapons. The nuclear age had begun.
But one of these atomic weapons woke something up. Godzilla! This ginormous radioactive kaiju decimated Japan. Things looked pretty bad until a scientist deployed a bomb strong enough to kill the monster. The Oxygen Destroyer, which does exactly what it says on the tin.
Right. Dr. Serizawa's bomb could specifically target and destroy oxygen molecules, liquefying most living tissue. This weapon was so dangerous, Serizawa feared its very existence threatened the entire human race.
So he went down martyr style, taking out Godzilla and all knowledge of his weird bomb. All that remained was Godzilla's bones.
Probably for the best. Still, a weapon like that might have come in handy when, a few decades later, another
Future.
Godzilla showed up.
Surprise, bitches!
Turns out, Japan had been the target of many different types of kaiju for years, and had developed an anti-monster
Swamp Thing
defense
kaiju?
force to combat them.
Unfortunately, their super powerful maser cannons barely even scratched this new Godzilla. Just look at him. Doesn't even care.
Like the Oxygen Destroyer before, Japan needed a new weapon to combat Godzilla. They gathered their foremost experts in the fields of robotics, microwaves, low-temperature physics, and someone whose work can only be described as cyber-necromancy. Together, these leading scientists developed a revolutionary weapon like nothing before it.
Mechagodzilla!
Sure, technically this isn't the first Mechagodzilla we've seen, but it's certainly the deadliest and the most unique. So much so, it was given its own distinct name. Kiru, a combination of kanji meaning machine and dragon.
Hear you? Sounds lame. I'll stick with Mechagodzilla, thank you. Standing 60 meters tall and weighing
Battery life is 2
40,000
hours.
tons
Okay.
with full gear.
That's a
this
problem.
Badass cyber monster is loaded with all sorts of weapons. Rocket launchers, rail cannons, grappling wires, spinning drill hands, a battering ram jetpack, and even retractable Assassin's Creed blades with an extra zap.
Retractable
And just
Assassin's
like
Creed
Zilla
blades, nice.
himself, Mecha G fires laser beams from his mouth. This twin maser cannon is twice as powerful as the maser guns that successfully killed other non-Godzilla giant monsters.
Kiru is certainly skilled in melee combat and is surprisingly athletic for its size.
Look at it go!
However, with its enormous arsenal, it is far better suited to long-range strikes. Like with its ultimate weapon, the Absolute Zero Cannon.
Damn! So it's like a super ice beam?
As the name suggests, it unequivocally brings its target's temperature to absolute zero, or 0 Kelvin. But this beam isn't just freezing its target, it's literally destroying all of its existing energy at once. a practically impossible feat of physics. This results in crushing the entire target from within at an atomic level.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Zilla!
Speaking of which, Kiryu is actually built around the skeletal remains of the original Godzilla, giving him all the size and strength of the king of the monsters.
So it's kind of like they're pulling off a robotic Weekend at Bernie's with little man Godzilla's bones? Amazing.
Kiryu also utilizes biochemical and molecular-based DNA computers, which are actually based on real-life experimental technology. This infused Godzilla's own DNA to improve operation speeds and give Kiryu subconscious motor control, sort of a simple AI, which lets it perform some limited actions on its own, exactly like my own Cyber Goose. With the skeleton of a goose and some extra parts I had lying around, I say he's a masterpiece of modern science.
Well, he's got 2 heads now, so do we call him a goose or a geese?
It's a goose. Just one goose.
But
With
2
two heads.
heads make 2 goose, therefore a geese.
It's a goose!
Oh.
Oh yeah, this version's much better.
Kiryu is piloted by Lieutenant Akane Yashiro, a longtime member of the Anti-Megalosaurus
Okay, so
Force,
just add
and your
that as a
standard
pilot as well.
self-loathing anime protagonist.
She thinks she's worthless because she has no parents and accidentally got some of her friends killed. So now nobody really likes her, which is, real bummer. But hey, cheer up, lady! You get to fight giant lizards with a big-ass killer robot, and that's freaking awesome!
Akane doesn't technically pilot from within Kiryu, but rather from a nearby jet plane, the AC-3 White Heron,
Oh, so
which
you get
can
rid of that
fly
jet
over
plane.
900 kilometers per hour. Under Akane's control, Kiryu has battled Godzilla several times, and always came out on top.
But plot twist, Akane isn't Mechagodzilla's only pilot. It turns out there's someone else behind the controls. A ghost in the machine. It's the spirit of the original Godzilla! Surprise again, bitches!
What?
It's Ghost Robot!
The DNA mind of Godzilla can wrestle the mech from Akane at any point, causing her to
Oh.
lose complete control.
Giving the king another chance to trash Japan again! Always fun to relive the good old days.
Though it is strongly implied Akane and Kiryu came to an understanding of sorts, realizing that they were each shadows of a tragic past struggling to find purpose in life.
Like college roommates.
Regardless of who is steering the ship, Kiryu is an extremely tough machine.
He's lifted and thrown Godzilla around like a sack of potatoes, and this version of the Big G weighed 25,000 tons.
Oh.
Kiryu actually survived being at the epicenter of its own Absolute Zero blast, and multiple direct hits from
Okay.
Godzilla's atomic breath attack.
Which is even strong enough to overpower the Absolute Zero.
Kiryu is even fast enough to dodge the atomic breath, which, based on this instance where an older Mechagodzilla forced the beam into space, likely travels faster than Mach 2 speeds.
Dude, Space
Kiryu
Godzilla.
itself could also fly from Alaska to the middle of Russia while carrying another kaiju in just a few minutes. Given how quickly Kiryu's fuel burns in flight, in order to make it, Kiryu was likely flying around Mach 40.
But that's sadly the Mecha Monster's biggest flaw. Its battery life is worse than the goddamn Nintendo Switch.
While the White Herons can use microwave tech to recharge Kiryu on the fly, a full charge only runs for about 2 hours at most. And using more intensive features like jet flight and the Absolute Zero cannon drains it much, much faster. In fact, just one use of the Absolute Zero drains 40%.
But who cares when he's so badass he can tear you apart in just a few minutes? With all this power at his metal fingertips, this is one epic machine. No man or beast stands a chance against the might of Mechagodzilla.
桐生お前にはわかるよねさあそろそろ行こうか
All right, who you got?
Dragonzord for 20.
Wow. Okay. Mechagodzilla for 5.
Okay.
Why you got Dragonzord? Just because you played Power Rangers as a kid?
No, it comes down to battery life.
Ah,
For me, it's all about the battery life. I'm like, this guy's got 2 hours, and that's assuming he doesn't use his big moves. I'm like, I think Dragonzord can wear him down.
See, they talk about the battery life, and so I feel like that's the red herring. I feel like that's the, you know, they want to say like, oh, the battery life is they're not gonna be able to last for this battle, but then it's gonna come down to just Mechagodzilla being more powerful and like it wouldn't last 2 hours anyways. So that's what I'm banking on. Just kind of like the strength of Godzilla and the fact that Mechagodzilla was able to take down a bunch of different Godzillas. I don't know the world, like I like to go off of the world as well and like the universe and see like how strong that is. Like Power Rangers versus the Godzilla world. I don't know which one is more insane, kind of like has like more power in it within the universe itself. So that one, I just had a tough time latching onto anything. But the battery life was what I latched onto as well. But I went the opposite direction. I was like, I think they're trying to trick us with that.
And if they are, I totally got sucked in. The other thing I thought of too was how she's not completely in control because there's also the like
Godzilla itself, yeah, like
a sort of sentient ghost of Godzilla in there, and like yes, they can work together, but also it's a wild card factor.
yeah.
So that was the other piece that my brain picked up on is like, I think Dragonzord is a cohesive, like it is a team. It is all on the same page. And like this one, maybe not so much.
Okay. I don't know what's going on over here.
Yeah, they're being very silly.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Mechagodzilla.
Ah, nice work, Dragonzord. Let's crush this tin can.
Oof.
Yeah, now to the best start.
Yeah, but don't get cocky, Green Ranger. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice. No, it's too early.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh yeah, I forgot also about like his like ultimate weapon or whatever that hasn't lost a battle yet. Dragonzord might have been picked.
Eat the plane, Dragonzord. Eat the plane.
Flares, deploy flares.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, I wanted you to take down the plane. Like, I don't want anything to happen.
All right, Godzilla, wake the fuck up.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
Woke up angry. Woke up very angry. Of course, if the plane is down, it doesn't have the microwaves to recharge this now either. Battery life is even more of a thing now.
This isn't working. We need more power.
Yeah, Sabretooth!
Sweet.
Come together.
Yeah, I can just level up more than Mechagodzilla can.
Buddy mode, powered up and ready for action. Let's finish this.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Jam. No!
He looks so small now.
Mm-hmm. This is it. Finishing move.
Oh, he jumped!
Godzilla's agile. Oh.
Oh. That's gonna hurt.
Keep going. We've got this.
No, no,
No,
no, no, no.
I don't know that you do.
Oh, put him closer.
Oh no. Roll back. Roll back.
Oh!
Can't dodge it. And now you're nothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate the sound effect.
Oh man, talk about a close one.
Finding the victor here wasn't easy. Both have performed amazing feats of strength and durability, and both wielded massive arsenals of unbelievable devastation.
Akane definitely proved herself fighting Godzilla a few times, though Tommy did have way more experience piloting mechs and fighting monsters for years and years. Plus, he's a friggin' superhero.
But while skill and experience are incredibly important, it doesn't always triumph over raw power.
That's what she said. I hope.
Compared to Kiryu, the Dragonzord was rather lightweight, with far less impressive feats of strength.
Yeah, well, Dragonzord could match the Megazord, who could lift a 10,000-ton monster. Mechagodzilla tossed around a 25,000-ton Godzilla, more than double the weight. Mecha G certainly had the advantage up close.
And also from a distance. Kiryu's arsenal was overall better suited to long-range combat thanks to a wider assortment of missile and beam weapons. Simply put, Kiryu possessed more options for controlling and ending this fight.
Like how they both had instant kill moves, but only one of those depended on getting right up close. Plus, while Fighting Mode's max power wasn't too clear, it could compete with the Thunder Megazord and Rita herself.
Remember how Rita blew up an island? Easily one of the most impressive destruction feats in the Ranger's early years. Based on this image, we can measure the exact scale of the island.
To blow that shit up, you'd need a blast of at least 2.6 gigatons of TNT. So Dragonzord's Ultra Drill Stab was likely in the same ballpark in terms of power output.
But
However, this pales in comparison to the Absolute Zero Cannon. Here, it's destroying the real-life Prince Hotel New Tower and several surrounding buildings. Using the known scale of these structures, the energy output to destroy them must equal 128 teratons of TNT.
That's over 49,000 times more powerful. And don't forget,
That's
Mechagodzilla
insane.
survived being in the middle of this blast. There was no
I wouldn't think
way
knocking out those
Dragonzord
buildings would
could
be a
put
more impressive
down
feat
this
than
tough
knocking out,
son of
destroying a whole
Zilla.
island.
Yeah.
Dragonzord's arsenal and Tommy's skills certainly made this an intense match, but they were clearly outclassed by Kiryu's awesome power and unwavering durability.
I'm just glad they didn't let the fight drag on.
The winner is Kiryu.
Mechagodzilla!
All right, so the lead grows.
The lead does grow.
Nice. I was a little worried about that. Once I remembered about the I forgot about this is like transformation with the saber-toothed tigers and everything like that. So then I thought I was really screwed. But then I forgot about like the I just thought about the end result when he had this little like stabby stab sword at the end and like that he never lost a battle with that. I'm like, oh crap, that might be the trump card there.
Well, and see, when he tried the like ultimate zero blast in the beginning and it failed, I was like, oh, thank God. Knocked that out early. Like,
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to do that again, you know? And then when the plane goes down, and so now they can't like recharge him with microwaves and like all that jazz, I was like, this is fine because he's got no ultimate moves left. Our guy's going to have some ultimate moves. It's good. And I was wrong. He could bust that out more than once.
And so they didn't even talk about the battery life.
I know.
Like
it
that
was a
being-
red herring.
Yeah, I thought that was something they were at least like would have addressed in the talk back, but they didn't even talk about that one. And then Godzilla being able to take over was huge because I was worried about the pilot can take out. I was like, she's like outside the thing, Mechagodzilla, so it's easier to take her out than like the Green Ranger who's inside. So yeah, I'm glad they like addressed that though, like her getting taken down, but like Godzilla then take over and was like, I got this shit.
Yeah, and he did. And I loved the sort of like Jurassic Park moment at the end with like the Godzilla roar and, you know, to finish off the video. That was nice.
Let us know your thoughts about this down below in the comments. If you want all of our death battle reactions, we got playlists for you in the description of the video. Thanks for watching Death Battle Dragonzord versus Mechagodzilla with us, but just keep in mind.
Our reaction is definitely not definitive.